What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of you for the Rising of the Shield Hero Season 4. This is episode 7, and with me, as always, I have Blue Spade.
Yeah. Well, now we're finally in Kutenlo with Naofumi, Raftalia, and Sedina. You know, finally arriving in the mainland. Oh yeah, and of course, I think the little dragon
Galleon.
Galleon is with them too. Um, so they get to finally see what the country is like. Um, of course, like they come across like a kid who's apparently going to get attacked by this giant turtle, which they they have Galleon end up attacking, or I guess killing, to save the boy. But of course that sort of only lands them into trouble until they tell the citizens that the dragon they use is, I guess, is affiliated with the water dragon of that nation. So they kind of back off of it from there. And then they come across this brand new character. I don't think we were even really got a name of this person, but he come across as this
You mean,
almost like this
you mean Muramasa?
it's
Yeah, he was.
like
He was. They
like
called him Muramasa.
Muramasa.
Yeah,
Okay. Um,
I guess. Obviously, like named after the actual blacksmith. But
yeah. Okay. So I mean, well, his personality is obviously pervy in nature, just because he's attracted to women and stuff. But of course, both Raftali and Sedina, turn him down, and then they end up getting away from him, and then end up getting tailed by someone who eventually reveals he's an ally of Raftalia's father, who's of course a former member of the royal family before his father and his wife left the nation.
yeah, yeah. So they were being followed by this guy, and yeah, they, like you said, yeah, they confront him, and he reveals that he's part of this, like, he's basically like part of the small like resistance group, um, and they mainly like, um, well, they were once Raftalia reveals like who she is, I guess the leader, says like he used to know her father, uh, and they basically, like I guess they couldn't really, I don't know, they couldn't really like rise up against the occupying government, until like Naofumi and Raftalia showed up. So now I guess because she's the Miko, or so, probably, I guess it has something to do with that. Because they actually have like that Miko outfit.
Yeah, and of course they ask Raftalia to become the new emperor of the nation, or overthrow the current
Yeah,
emperor and have her rule in their stead. So I mean, Raftalia is reluctant to accept this, but I think Naofumi encourages this by rallying the resistance group and having them attack, I guess, this lighthouse fortress, which is, of course, it's the barrier that's preventing everybody else from making landfall into the nation.
yeah, yeah. So they raid this fortress, and you know, uh, Naofumi and Raftalia end up uh, facing off against this, I guess this demi-human like bear person. I think was his name, like Bearga or something like that. And he's getting like, basically from that barrier, he's getting some kind of like these crazy buffs that give him, like, that make him a lot stronger, but also kind of take away, or like kind of like sap Naofumi's powers. So they're kind of like fighting him at a disadvantage. But if and eventually, like, we see Muramasa again, like he shows up and gives Naofumi like a new shield. And I guess like the bear gut was under the impression that he was helping them, but apparently, I guess because of his like whole pervy nature, he's like, I'll just help anybody who has like cute girls on their side. So that's why he just decided to switch allegiance, or just, yeah, I guess help out Naofumi. But of course, like this. this benefits Naofumi, and they eventually like end up bringing down the barrier. So, um, at first they're getting beaten pretty badly by Berga, but then they pretty easily like turned the tables on him after that. Uh, and Raftalia is able to defeat him.
Yeah, and of course they finally managed to take the barrier down, which they're able to meet up with everybody else and finally makes landfall.
Well, actually, yeah,
Uh,
that's right. Yeah, I think it was Galleon that took down he took down the barrier, which helped them actually defeat Berga.
yeah, and of course, yeah, I think the episode ends where in which Muramasa finally meets his student Erhard again,
Yeah,
and that's pretty much where the episode ends off. I guess and of course I'm pretty sure they're going to continue on with the plot line of how they're going to end up dealing with you know the current emperor and the for the cute and little forces.
yeah. I find it. I mean, well, Naofumi even said that Raftalia couldn't be like the actually like be the emperor because she still needs to help him. So I mean,
Yeah,
I kind of find it hard to believe that she's going to actually like take over. So I'm not really sure how that's gonna play out.
I mean Naofumi could use this to his advantage because he needs because I think if you remember I think it was last episode or a couple episodes ago that the that the people in Seltveld are rallying toward to Naofumi to help them against the what was it the Phoenix the Spirit Phoenix.
Yeah.
So it's very likely Naofumi is going to use Ralph Talia, I guess to rally the forces of Cutenlo to help them against the Spirit Phoenix later.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. Um, but yeah, I thought it was an okay episode. Um, I didn't really expect things to sort of move as quickly as they did, with them kind of quickly introducing this like resistance group, and then as soon as they introduce them, now Fumi's all of a sudden giving like this like motivational speech, and they're like raiding the lighthouse, and I guess taking down I guess like the guy was just sort of like occupying that one small section of Cudenlow, or that small like village. So I guess they sort of like maybe freed that part of Cudenlow from his occupation, and I don't know, but I don't know. It was an okay episode though. I mean, it's like I said, it felt like things moved pretty quickly. I guess as opposed to like how things have been with when they were in Siltelt, and things were just kind of just moving along like incredibly slow. Um, but
I do like the fact that it is moving at a it kind of got to the point a little bit uh quicker than it did with the self-felt stuff because that the first half I guess you could say like the first half of this season just dragged its feet for way too long until
yeah,
we finally get to cute and low. Um I mean it makes sense that like they are moving as fast as pace as possible because it's like it's literally only like halfway through the season already, and I guess they need to get this storyline done and over with before the season ends, and of course, likely the next season after this will have to finally deal with the Spirit Phoenix if they can ever get to that point.
yeah. I don't know. I can't really see people being excited for them fighting another like almost like a Spirit Phoenix, kind of similar to like what the Tortoise from season 2. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'll do it better than they did with the Tortoise, and it won't be like a completely rushed story arc. Um, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say about it though. Of the episode though, I don't know if you have anything else to say about it.
It's, it was a decent episode. Like I said, I'm glad that they finally move things a little bit faster than I you know than the Seatbelt thing did because it just it just felt boring at first, and then like they're finally moving things along with the cute and low stuff, and hopefully we'll get a quick resolution to Raftalia's storyline.
Yeah. But yeah, guys. So that all being said, until next time, we will see you all later.